Hey, are you struggling with getting a lot of things done? Well, in this lesson, we're learning all about outsourcing for small business training. So that way you can get more productivity, you can have more free time, and you can work on higher value things. Hi, I'm Angel from Outsource Experts, and we help creative teachers with technical services for their online courses, their membership communities, and their coaching websites. In this lesson, we're learning all about outsourcing. We're going to learn what is it, why use it, how to use it. We're going to go over a couple examples, and then finally, we'll summarize what our top tips for expanding your team and trying to get a little help so you can do a whole lot more. First of all, what is outsourcing? Well, it's about getting part-time or full-time paid help, usually remote, and these could be contractors, not employees. Employees is a whole nother world and gets a lot more complicated. But these part-time paid remote contractors can help you with a bunch of your tasks. And that's the beginning of thinking about outsourcing. Why would you outsource? Well, you need help to get stuff done. That'll help you go faster. That'll help you get time back. You can get expert help that knows different specific things that you only know as a generalist because you're not able to go deep and that's not your focus. So that way you can focus on really big goals for your training business that only the owner can do. And then you can basically delegate all these other things to helpers in order, step by step. You don't have to outsource a whole team in the beginning. You can start one by one getting your basic helpers to help you so that you can focus on other things that only you can do. So let's get into a how-to guide. We want to hit a couple of things. So first of all, what are the benefits of outsourcing? First, you're going to be able to boost productivity and do more. You're maxed out. There's only so much one person can do. So you're going to get somebody else to help you with some of your tasks. It could be one-off tasks. It could be recurring tasks every week or every month or every year, but you're going to get help so that you and your small, mighty team can get more done. Secondly, you're going to get more free time. And you could use that for fun, activities. It could be also fun work, like just creating more or family time. So you're going to get back free time once you get some help. It'll take a little bit to train them, but once you get the procedures going, once you get some help, and once they're available to cover those tasks, then that's your time back that you could do all sorts of stuff with. You're going to be able to focus on more valuable tasks. Let's just say you're doing $5 or $10 an hour tasks. You as the CEO, you're now going to be able to focus on $25 tasks or $100 an hour tasks. As an example, you might be creating a new product or figuring out how to make your landing page convert more, or do coaching, high-level coaching that gets paid a premium instead of doing something that you can outsource. You'll also be able to go faster with expertise. So once you get experts, they can really go deep. So as an example, if it's technical stuff like the stuff that RT Course Experts helps with, well, we can go deep on PHP and plugins and servers and HTML and CSS where that might not be your expertise. You need to quickly move on to the next thing. So getting a tech expert can really help you. Same thing with video. I might be able to do some basic video, but if you really need some advanced After Effects and graphics and a particular animation scene, then you may want to go get a animator or video designer expert. And they're going to do it way faster. They're going to have more fun. And then you can simply just kind of provide the high level direction and move on to the next task that only you could do as that business owner. You're also going to increase the quality. You're going to get like experience. So if you go and you outsource to whatever that person is, whether it's a video, a graphics, you're also going to increase the quality with experience. These people, that's what they do. So when you go get a graphic designer, they're going to really know fonts and colors and hues and all this sort of complementary stuff that you're not going to know because you just part-time it here and there as you have so much to do as a business owner. So when you're getting that writer, you're getting that graphics designer, you're getting that video editor, that technical expert, they're going to have deep, deep experience doing lots of similar projects over the many years. Finally, with outsourcing, once you get some training done and you write down your procedures and everybody knows how you want things done, well, then you're going to be able to have repeatable processes. So there's a little bit of a cost, if you will, to set up and train and get alignment and get all the right tools and like the Google Drive, and you're going to upload the file here and here's your template. But once you get those things going, then from there on, your outsource help is able to go a lot faster without you. And they're able to repeat this. And hey, by the way, in the future, if that outsourced person moves on or you need to get another person at a higher quality, higher level, you already have all your training, your job description, all that stuff, and you can keep going for years to come without you getting in the weeds of all those different tasks that you shouldn't be doing as a CEO as you move up and onto bigger strategic things, or focus on that special gift that you have as a creative teacher. So how do you start outsourcing? Well, first of all, you're going to think about the hours and the cost. How much time do you think is required? How much time are you currently using? What's your budget? And then also thinking about that cost, what can you do later to earn more money because you're not doing those lower end costly things. Next, you're going to create a job description. What are the high level duties? What is it called? What is that person called? What are some of the things they're going to help you with? What are some of the requirements? What are some of the tools that they might need? So all of this stuff you're going to document. Doesn't have to be very long. Could be a couple of bulleted lists. What are their duties? What do you need help with? The key skills that they need, including tools, and maybe a couple of other bonus things. Bonus if they spoke a certain language. Bonus if they're in this time zone. Then you're going to find a freelancer website, something like an Upwork, but there are many websites, especially some that are very specific to me. So it could be a virtual assistant. It could be a freelancer website focused on design. You're going to find that freelancer website that makes sense for you with pricing, that's flexible, that has the kind of people you're looking for. You're going to go create your profile, set up employer there, and then you're going to post your job. Then you're going to interview. You're going to get a whole bunch of candidates that apply. You're going to interview. You're going to start talking to them. Before the interview, you're going to chat. Some of them you might get on Zoom with, and you're going to really get a feel for some of the candidates. And you'll get some people that'll come on strong, some people that really don't do exactly what you need, but they're available and might come on strong. Others that have a lovely personality, but maybe don't have the skills. Some that are coming in hot, very premium, that they want this very high dollar per hour amount. Others that are very affordable, but maybe have raw skills that you'll have to train. So that's going to be part of your learning experience as you begin your outsourcing journey. Then you're going to hire. Eventually, you might start off with a small test job instead of just promising them. You might want to start with a small project. Hey, can you fix this page for me? Can you edit this one video? Can you fix this one thing on my website? Whatever it is, get that one small job so you can really see how they work, if they deliver, if they communicate well, and all that sort of stuff. So again, think about kind of a small test job before you lock in. And over time, you're going to start to develop for each of your roles documentation, training. Here's the procedure. Here's the template. Here's our voice guide. Here's the golden standard. This is the main video that I want to keep doing again and again. And then you're going to be providing feedback. As you're learning and working with your new helpers, you're going to take that feedback and you're going to put back into your docs and training and procedures, so that next time around, your training goes even faster and better and your quality goes up. So now you know some of the benefits of outsourcing and the high-level plan to get started with outsourcing. Let's go over some examples for outsourcing for training businesses. So these are creative training businesses. These could be courses, communities, coaching, and you're teaching creative stuff. So writing, design, fashion, AV, etc. Let's pick out two different examples and let's go over kind of a high-level job description and some of the benefits that you would get. First of all, let's talk about an online course. So you're an online course teacher and you need some help. So let's just say in this case, you need some video editing help. Some of the things in your job description would be, hey, I need part-time help with video editing. You would want them to help you edit mistakes, right? Maybe fix your ums and uhs. Maybe you do a couple of takes on some particular lessons. So you need them to pick out the best takes or to fix the sound or even add overlay graphics to your lessons. So as you're doing your lessons, maybe there's subtitles or maybe it's a graphic that shows up on the top right of your video. So those are all these different kinds of things that you would want in your job description. You would want your video editor to understand some video stuff, formats, MP4. You might not even know what you need. So you might just say, I need my video editor to create lots of different formats because you can't even explain that it needs to be in H4. That's okay. So just put that in your job description as high level of what you need. During your interviews or looking at resumes and profiles, you might get smarter and come back and tighten up your job description. In your job description, you might also say, hey, I need you available for Discord chats and Zooms every other week. So you're going to just put that out there, and that will help them self-select if they're a good fit for you, or if they're not able to Zoom or they're working during nights and it's your day. So that all these little things in the job description will help you find the right candidate. Once you do find your video editor helper, that's going to help you save like maybe 10 hours per week on a video lesson. Maybe video editing is not your expertise, or maybe you're not using the most advanced tools. You're using some very simple video editor. So it's going to take you longer. That's great. Think about what you could do if you had 10 hours back on every single video lesson in your online course. Because you have a video editor, that allows you to focus on marketing. So now you can sell more. You can think about affiliate programs. You can think about the hero image and the bonuses that you're going to add to your online course. You can think about all these bigger things that will help move your business because you're not in the weeds. They're editing the video lesson and back and forth. Finally, because you got professional help, the output is going to look better because they're using advanced tools, they're pros. It's going to look better than maybe you doing something that's not your expertise. So maybe you're a dance teacher and video editing is not your jam. So if you do get that pro video editor, they're going to just make it look amazing. And you could just keep focusing on your dance routines and all that other stuff. And so it's a real win-win. So let's look at another example, a community forum helper. So let's just say you run a community for singers and you need help in this community. You teach about singing and getting jobs and different techniques, and you have this whole community with these different rooms, but you need helper because you have too many people in there. They have different kinds of questions. Sometimes the questions are in the wrong place. Sometimes new people post inappropriate stuff or whatever. So you need some help with the community forum because you're spending so much time on your community, you can't focus on your coaching business and other stuff. You write up a job description for some sort of community forum helper, similar to a social media helper, but you want to get specific on what you need. And you write stuff like, I need somebody to monitor my community discussions. They're going to enforce rules and policy. You're also going to want your community forum helper to encourage relevant chats with prompts. So maybe every Monday, your community forum says, hey, what's new? What are some of the problems that you guys all have? Or maybe it's very specific, like, hey, what are you all working on this summer? What techniques are you working on this summer? So you might have a collection of questions that your community forum helper could use in these different rooms. And your helper might also help you with new members which have questions, but these are standard questions that happen all the time. You know what they are. They're most frequently asked questions. You might have a web page with it. You might have a video. So you just got to direct them to the right place. But that takes time. So you'd much rather have a helper do this dozens of times every month. Now, as a community leader, you're going to get a bunch of benefits by getting help. You might be saving 15 or more hours a week by hiring a helper. And that extra time, you can earn more money from coaching, either one-on-one or with a group or other things that you can do with that time that you get back. Maybe your helper is even better at certain things than you are. So for example, maybe they have better grammar, or maybe their charisma is higher, or maybe they're at the right generation and they use fun emojis with your audience, where maybe you are really an excellent dance teacher, but your grammar isn't as awesome as the helper that you're getting. So in these two examples, you were able to put together a pretty quick job description and get some help that's going to save you real money. In addition to that, you might be able to generate even more money with that time off, and the quality is going to go up. So to level up, outsourcing can help you get more work done, better work, and you can even earn more, even though you're spending a little bit of money. So let's summarize. Here are the top things you need to know about outsourcing. It's going to help you do more, be more productive. It's going to free up time for you. You can use that time to do more valuable tasks or more fun stuff or family time. You're going to be able to go faster and faster because you're outsourcing. It's not too hard to set up. Once you find one or two freelancer websites, you can then have these job descriptions, quickly onboard somebody, and you could do that a couple of times a year. Once you get started with outsourcing, you'll have a couple of freelancer websites that work for you. You'll have a couple of pre-made job descriptions that you can reuse every year. That's it. Suddenly you're going to start saving time, going faster, and creating more awesome stuff for your creative training business. So now you're a lot smarter on outsourcing for your training business. To learn more, check out the info and links in the notes. And if you're loving this stuff, go ahead and subscribe to keep leveling up your creative training business. And if you need any tech help with your online courses, membership community, or coaching website, visit www.rtcourseexperts.com. Hey, thanks for hanging out. Let's stay in touch.